Hey there, Magic players. Jeremiah here. Welcome back to the High Powered Hobby YouTube channel. Got another 3-player Commander game for you guys. I hope you guys like things happening at instant speed, because this game is full of it. I'll let the players introduce their decks.
Alright, so I am playing Teysa, Envoy of Ghosts. It's a 4/4 Vigilance Protection from Creatures. This is basically a Voltron deck. It costs 7 mana to play, so I'm going to play it, hopefully protect it, and since that's protection from creatures, you're not going to be able to block it, so I try to beat face.
I am playing Galazeth Prismari. So this is a Dragon's Approach deck. I am trying to cast as many copies of Dragon's Approach in one turn as possible and bring out some big, scary dragons.
I'm playing Chulane. Pretty standard. Cast creatures, draw cards, lots of shenanigans.
It's Chulane.
It's Chulane. I have a pre-game action, Leyline of Anticipation.
No, very good. Draw a card. I'll march flats and crack it, paying life to get something that'll enter tapped.
Alright. I will draw, play a mountain, tap the mountain for a Faithless Looting. Draw 2 and discard 2. I will discard Island and a Dragon's Approach. That'll be it for me. That's the turn.
Untap, I'll keep draw. I'll play Forest. And I'm going to be done.
Yeah, the way Dragon's Approach works, you want them in your graveyard, right?
I do, yeah. So once I cast one, if I have 5 in my graveyard, I get to exile 5 and bring any dragon from my deck straight to the battlefield.
Untap. Draw a card. Play a swamp. I'll tap for 2, and I'll play Cranial Plating. The equipment that'll make stuff power bigger later. That's the turn.
Alright. Untap, draw. I will play Island, and then tap for 2, and I'm going to cast a Pyromancer's Ascension. So whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that has the same name as a card in your graveyard, you may put a quest counter on Pyromancer's Ascension. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell while Pyromancer's Ascension has 2 or more quest counters on it, you may copy that spell. Choose new targets for the copy. That's to you.
Before the end of your turn, I'm going to cast a Soul Ring. Draw.
Pretty good.
I'm going to pay 3 mana to play a Souza, Lost but Seeking. I'm going to play Celestia Sanctuary for my land for the turn, returning Mountain or this Forest. Play this Forest. And this Tide Channel Pathway as my 2 lands for the turn, and be done.
It is, it's nuts.
Yeah.
Draw a card. Right. I'll tap for 2, and I'm going to play Oresco's Explorer 2/2. When it enters battlefield, I search my library for X Plains cards, where X is the number of players control more lands than me, which now is you.
Counter spell lets you pay 1 for each creature I control, which is 1.
No,
No,
plans.
wrap it out.
No plans for you.
Not yet.
There's one.
Fester.
Alright. Untap, draw. Play an Island.
The lands just go to my hand.
And pass the turn.
Untap, let you draw. And Island is my land for the turn. I'm going to attempt to cast Chulane.
Nothing.
Alright, and then I'll be done. No, 1 to my right.
It'll take 1.
Because I know what's going to happen. I'll start to trigger those Dragon Max. It's your turn, sir.
Draw a card. Okay. Well, I wanted some planes in my hands, but I'll tap 2 and I'll play Knight of the White Orchid. And same thing, except this time the planes will go on the battlefield. For a planes card. So I'll grab something that'll enter tapped again. And then just because I'll equip, he gets +1/+0 for each artifact I control, which is just 1. And I will pass the turn.
Nothing to untap. Draw. Play a mountain. Then I'm going to tap 4. And I'm going to cast a Vedelkin Orrery. Now I have flash 2. Pass the turn.
Alright, untap. So cute. Draw. Alright, I'm gonna move to combat. 3 to my right.
I will take 3.
I'm gonna pay 3 mana
To
to cast
there as well.
cast a Reclamation Sage. On cast, I'm going to draw a card from a land from my hand on the battlefield. I'm going to target your Pyromancer's Ascension.
Goes by.
I'm going to then end my turn.
Draw for turn. Yeah, got land. Palace. Okay, let's see. Kyle's got nothing. Yeah, why not? Kyle, might as well hit you. While I can.
Take
So
3.
just 3, yeah. And then I will pass the turn.
Alright. Untap. Draw. Okay. Island. And then
Is this a cast trigger or an ETB trigger?
Cast. I know.
I'm just going to pass the turn.
Alright, before the end of your turn, I'm going to pay 3 mana to return the Reclamation Sage to my hand.
Before, so while
That's on the stack.
While that's on the stack, he still has so much mana. I feel like I have to slow you down, even if it's only a little bit. So I'll tap for 4 and utter end Chulane.
I'm going to put that in the grid. I can kill it.
Exile.
It's exile?
Yeah.
Okay. But still.
Yeah, and that's it.
Alright, untap my draw. I'm going to pay 2 mana to play a Sylvan Library. I'm going to pay 3 mana to destroy your Cranial Plating. 1 across the board there. I'll be done.
This man, it's brutal. Untap. Draw for turn. I'll tap 2 for a Moon Silver Key. And we're just going to grab it right now. Pay 1, tap it, sack it. I can search my library for an artifact card with a mana ability, or a basic land card, reveal it, put it in my hand, then shuffle. I kind of just want to get a basic, since you're blowing stuff up. Just gonna go with the Soul Ring. Alright, we're going to pay 1. We're going to play that Soul Ring. And then we'll pay 3. And we're going to play a Darksteel Plate. It's indestructible, and the equipped creature has indestructible. And Adam. 2/2. I'm gonna check.
Cool. So on the end of your turn, I am going to pay 4 and attempt to flash in my commander.
That's fine.
Alright.
Answers for it.
3/4 flyer. When it enters the battlefield, I will make a treasure, and now all of my artifacts can tap for mana, only to cast instants or sorceries. And then I'm going to tap 1 red, and I'm going to lightning bolt your Reclamation Sage.
Let it go.
Alright. Okay, now I will untap, draw. I'm just going to attack you for 3 and pass the turn.
Alright, so we're going to untap, upkeep, draw 2 extra cards, put it back.
Okay.
Alright. Turn that land for the turn. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for Chulane. Now we done.
You get a flash, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Untap. Draw card. It's so easy to forget that. Okay. I am just going to attack Kyle for 2.
I will take 2.
And I'll pass the turn.
Cool. So at the end of your turn, I am going to flash in Unwinding Clock. And also flash in a Soul Ring. And,
Well, that's on the stack. I'm going to pay 2 life to play Noxious Revival
uh-huh.
on my Reclamation Sage. It goes on top of my library.
Pretty good.
Alright, I will untap and draw.
I don't like what's going on over here on this side of the board. I does not.
It does not. This is going to get a little more fun. Tap 2 and 2 blue, and I will cast Urza, Lord High Artificer. Alright. When it comes in, I will make a construct. I don't know if I have a construct. That's a mic. Oh, I appreciate it. So, construct is a 4/5/5 currently. And I will attack you for 3.
That's good. Okay.
Alright. And that's it for me. Pass the turn.
Kyle's afraid of me.
A little bit. I will untap my artifacts.
I'm going to keep one extra card. I'm going to pay 3 mana to cast a Reclamation Sage. Drawing a card, putting a land from my hand on top. I'm going to target your Unwinding Clock.
Okay. That goes fine.
And then I'm going to go 2 Vigilance at you, and then I will be done.
1, 2.
You're all done.
Alright, before my turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For a Stinging Study, draw X cards and lose X life, where X is the mana value of a commander you own on the battlefield or in the command zone. So I'll draw 7, lose 7.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one for that deck.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Untapping. Draw for turn. Play a land. Missed a couple land drops, so let's see. I don't have an Azusa. Well, I have a spell that can get rid of some things, but unfortunately, it'll like either screw over you or you. I can't do both. For some reason, it's just one or the other. So I guess we're gonna pick on Adam because he screwed me over by countering my 2 mana creature that would have put some lands in my hand. I'm gonna play Extinction Event. Choose odd or even. I'm gonna choose odd. Okay. Exile each creature with converted mana cost of the chosen value.
Sweet. I'm going to cast Furious Protection.
I will respond to that, actually. I'm going to tap 2 and a red, and I'm going to Chaos Warp on the Reclamation Sage.
In response to you targeting that, I'm going to pay 3 to tap Chulane to target the Reclamation Sage.
I expected that, yep. Well, just because it's the last card. 3 more for a Dragon's Approach.
Now, since all this is still on the stack, right? I'm going to pay 1, and I'm going to mana tide the Teferi's Protection.
Okay.
Counter it unless you pay 1.
Okay. So, mana tide, good. Dragon's Approach, each opponent takes 3 damage.
This goes back into my hand.
Chaos Warp fizzles because there is no target.
And then Extinction Event will get rid of everything that's odd. Or actually, well, technically I wouldn't choose until it's resolving, so I could theoretically change my mind. Like, I gave you free information before just saying use as a resolve. Because, well, you did return the Reclamation Stage hand. Nah, I'm still going to pick odd, I'm sorry. I'll tap for 2. I'll play a Swiftfoot Boots. I might as well just equip it because I have them in. I will pass. Keep a blocker for that stupid construct.
Untap, draw. Untap that guy. And I guess just attack Adam for 4.
Not going to attack with your construct?
Nope, hold that one back.
Untap, I'll keep draw.
Remember, you do have flash. Sylvan Library?
Oh, yeah, thank you. 1, 2, 3. I'll only keep the 1. We paid 4 mana to play Native Flux Reservoir.
That's pretty good. Yep, that is pretty good.
I'm going to cast a Los Pathfinder, so that'll be the second spell, correct?
Yeah.
I'm going to pay 3 mana to cast the Reclamation Sage. I'm going to hit your Soul Ring. I'm going to gain 3 life. I'm going to be done.
Okay. Draw a card. I'm going to play a Tyrite Sanctum. This is that weird one where you can make something a god and then make the god indestructible. I want to play my commander, but I just don't think it's going to stick around. We're going to pay 4. And I'm going to play a Nivinral's Disc. It enters tap. Okay. But it has, like, day 1, tap it, destroy all artifacts, creatures, and enchantments. And then I will pass the turn.
Cool. Before the end of your turn, I will tap 3 and flash out another Dragon's Approach. Each opponent takes 3 damage. That is the 3rd one, right? 1, 2, 3. Yep. And I will also pay 5 to activate Urza. See if I can get anything fancy.
So you shuffle your library, then exile a top card. Until end turn, you may play that card. It'll pay its back cost.
If it's a land, then it just gets exiled. Someone like to cut me, please. Let's see what we get. It is a Dragon's Approach. Alright, each opponent will take 3 damage. Cool. And I will untap and go to my turn. Draw 1 card. Ooh, it's a land. Molten Tributary comes in tapped. And I guess I can just attack Adam for 3 in the air. Pass the turn.
9 commander damage now?
Sir.
Nothing in my hand.
I'm going to keep 1. 2, for 5. All Hammer's Archive.
Nice.
Okay. Yep.
And you gain 1 because that's your first spell.
Yep. And then pay 2 to cast and listen Carroted.
Nice. And then you'll gain 4 because it'll double.
That'll be it.
Before my turn, I'll go ahead and flash in an Opposition Agent.
Okay. I don't think I have many tutors.
Well, I mean, your Dragon's Approach is a tutor when you get it
Yeah,
off, right?
it is. It's a May. I don't have to.
Yeah, but that's the coolest part. Right, it's out. Draw a card. Play a land. I'm going to tap 3, 4, 5, like this, 5. And I'm going to play a Kaya the Inexorable. So it enters with 5 loyalty. Its first ability is I can put a ghost form counter on up to 1 target non-token creature. Gains when this creature dies, or is put into exile, return it to its owner's hand, and create a 1/1 white spirit creature token flying. Or it's -3, I can exile target non-land permanent. And then it's -7, it probably won't happen, so we'll worry about that.
Yep, that's a lot of words.
Yeah, I think I'm going to -3 and exile or that.
Alright. Well, I guess I'll activate it one time. One last final time. Let's see. There's this swan song. The grand crescendo.
Get nothing.
Yeah. Probably a
That's
land.
what it is.
Alright, what do we got?
That's it. We got
Land.
a land. Gets exiled. Yeah, so there's a.
Okay. Then I'm going to pay 2. I'm going to move my Darksteel Plate onto my Opposition Agent. And then I'll pass to you.
Right. Tap. Draw. Yep. Alright, well, nothing fancy here. I'm just going to attack Kaya for flat.
Okay, we're going to just blow up everything.
Mhm.
Yeah, destroy all artifacts, creatures, and enchantments.
Wrap it up.
But guess what? I get to keep my Opposition Agent and my Darksteel Plate.
Are you done?
I am done. Yes.
Okay.
I don't have flash anymore.
Nobody does.
I'm going to pay 5 to play a Blossoming Bog Beast.
Nice.
So what have you done?
Untap. Draw a card. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. I will tap all 8. And I'm going to cast. I'm going to play Teysa. I paid 1 into Opal Palace, so she'll ensure we'll take +1/+1 creature. I did lose my second, so no haste, but she gets counter. Then I'm going to +1 my Kaya and put a Ghost Form counter on Teysa. Ooh, it's a ghost. Alright. Then you've got the most life, Kyle. Coming at you for 3.
I will take 3.
And you go ahead.
Alright, I'll draw. I will tap 2. Cast a Thermo Alchemist. A 3 defender, I can tap to deal 1 damage, and when I cast an instant sorcery, untap it. I guess just the one thing that my deck does. Tap 3, cast another Dragon's Approach. That is the 5th copy, but I will choose not to.
Ah, come on.
Each opponent takes 3 damage. That's all I got.
3.
Pass the turn.
Okay. Draw. Command power. I'm done.
Untap. Draw for turn. Play a swamp. I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to play Assault Suit.
I'm going to counter target artifact or enchantment spell. I'm going to
Oh, but Assault Suit is so much fun. I'll tap 1, 2.
Is that the one that exchanges control?
Yeah, it's the one where I can
yeah.
give it to people. Trepanation Blade.
How's that?
So this one is whenever a creature attacks, defending player reveals cards from top of their library until they reveal a land card. The creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn for each card revealed this way, and then you put all those cards, all the revealed cards, into your graveyard. I will tap for 2. I'm going to equip Trepanation Blade to Teysa. Then let's do both of these at you, Kyle. So on attack, you mill to your land.
Alright.
2. So Teysa will get 2. So
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7 coming at you, and then another 3 on the ground.
Alright. I guess I'll just take 10.
Go ahead and just plus Planeswalker again. I'll put the Ghost Form counter on Opposition Agent and pass the turn.
Alright. Untap. Draw. Play an island. Tap for 6. 4, 5, 6. Attempt to cast my commander for the second time.
I've got no response.
Okay. It enters, make a treasure. That is all I have. Pass the turn.
Untap, I'll keep. Draw. Sure. I'm going to pay 3 mana to cast an Envoy Visionary. Draw a card. I'm going to be done.
Draw a card. 3, 4, 5, 6 mana for a Coveted Jewel. When it enters the battlefield, draw 3 cards. You can tap to add 3 mana of any one color. 2, 3. I'm going to tap for 3, 4. The 3 is going to be white. I'm going to play Shatter the Sky. Each player who controls a creature with power 4 or greater draws a card, then destroy all creatures.
Well, I draw nothing.
Yep.
So I'll draw a card. And I should have attacked first. For some reason, I wasn't thinking about I was like, my ghost counter will save me. And I was not paying attention. It's okay. I'm just going to play Caves of Coilos?
Something like that.
Yeah, something in there. Then I'm going to, I don't want to not attack, so I'm going to pay 2 with this. And let's see. Let's put a second ghost just because. Okay, and then I will attack Kyle again because you have the direct damage spells. So I'm going to attack you. So you mill to hit a land again.
Hit a land. Hey, just one.
Just one. So that's 3, 4.
4. I'll take 4.
And that's it. Go ahead.
Okay. Tap.
Kill for Teysa for no reason.
Draw. 8. Wow. 1, 2, 3. Cast another Dragon's Approach. Each opponent will take 3 damage. I will choose not to search, and I will pass the turn.
Untap, I'll keep drawing.
So I could just give him a huge dragon, let you end the game.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Chulane.
Too late for the
Yeah.
time.
I mean, mine's going to cost 8, so I feel
I'm going to be done.
Untap. Draw a card.
Maybe I should have brought stacks with no win cons.
3,
I got to do 1
4, 5, 6, 7. Replay Teysa. You don't need to because the camera's on you. We're going to do that. Okay, 1. So if I pay 1 more, then I can get a counter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Still no haste. That's okay. I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to play Pact Weapon. Artifact equipment. As long as Pact Weapon is attached to a creature, I don't lose the game for having 0 or less life. Whenever a creature attacks, draw a card and reveal it. The creature gets +X until end turn, and you lose X life, where X is that card's mana value. To equip, I discard a card. Alright, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to discard a card, and I'm going to equip Pact Weapon. I'm going to equip it to Opposition Agent. And then Opposition Agent is going to come at you, Kyle. So on attack, go ahead and mill to hit a land.
Sure. Let's see. Hey,
1.
Just 1.
And then I reveal. So I draw a card and reveal it. It's a Mind Stone.
Okay.
So it'll get an additional +2. So it's +3. So it's going to be 6 coming at you.
I'll take 6.
And I take 2 from my Mind Stone. And that is it. You go ahead.
Cool. Untap. Draw. Hey, looky there. 1, 2, 3. Cast another Dragon's Approach. Each opponent will take 3 damage. I will choose not to search, and I will pass the turn.
Untap.
Let's see how many I have right.
Draw.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Sure.
5.
I'm going to pay 2 to cast a Sunscape Familiar. Draw a card, take a land from my hand. I'm going to pay 1 to cast a Gross Wayfarer. Draw a card, putting a land from my hand. I'm going to, I don't think this is going to work out very good. But fine. I'm going to pay 3 to play an Intruder Alarm.
Okay.
I'm going to pay 3 mana to tap Chulane to return Gross Wayfarer. Oh, wait.
Oh.
That costs 1 less. So I
Sure,
have a second mana. So I'll move the white one. So I'm still paying 3 mana to return this to my hand. I'm going to pay 1 to cast Gross Wayfarer.
And when that enters,
All creatures untap.
all creatures? Is it
All
just creatures?
Creatures untapped.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it. Can't do anything. Last game.
I'll pay 2 and move this over. And then I will discard Mind Stone to move this over. And I will pay 2. Move that over 2. Then I'm going to pay 1, 2. Tap my Tyrite Sanctum to target legendary creature becomes a god and discharge the time. Put a +1/+1 counter on it. Ooh. Then we're gonna swing. I still want to kill Kyle first. Yeah, so we're gonna swing just this at you.
Okay. So it's 6.
So it's 4, 5, 6, and then you mill to hit a land.
Oh yeah, and then whatever pops up there. Yeah. So
8, you're dead.
Yeah, no matter what. Boom.
And then I'll reveal a Fire Shrieker, double strike, and then lose 3 life.
Yeah, I will die.
+1 again, because just on my opposition, just because. Then it's at 3, 4, 5, and I'll play Slash the Ranks, destroy all creatures, and oh no, and Planeswalkers. My Planeswalker will die.
Except for commanders.
Except for commanders.
Whatever. Could have ultimated, but it doesn't matter. Should have exiled someone, like your commander. Misplays. All right, and pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep. Sweet. For no reason, I'm going to play this Mana Breach and then concede.
Yeah, that definitely would have helped last time. Probably 2 or 3 turns ago.
Poison Dart Frog would have helped.
I was in for the long game. At the beginning, I wasn't doing very much, but
I pulled it out when it mattered.
Man, those were some really low life totals. I hope you guys enjoyed this game as much as I did. It seemed like all of our decks were doing exactly what we built them to do. Then I had to just go and wipe the board and refill my hand. If you liked the game, you should like the video. If you liked the video, then you should subscribe to our YouTube channel. But you don't have to if you don't want to. Nobody's making money off of this. We just do this for fun. See you next time, Magic players.